Welcome traders to our midweek technical analysis video. So jumping straight into things here from where the market opened up, which will be this candlestick right here. As you can see, nothing really happened with the opening candlestick. Price started slowing down this overall momentum that closed on Friday. We just saw some consolidation with price still continuing to respect this level of resistance of 4,357. And from there, as you can see, price has become bearish. So to be honest, nothing much to go over, other than the fact that we actually have no points of interest marked in here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and drag in slash mark in some points of interest. So the reason I'm marking in what I'm marking in is we can see that price has reacted off of this level multiple times as a support. We've also seen price when it pushed below that, we've come back up to test it as a resistance, and from there, price has continued on bearish. The reason I marked this level in here is you can see that when price pushed down to this level, we've also pushed back up to this level. So the same sort of thing as you're seeing here. You see a breakthrough and then you see a retest, so a break and retest. The same sort of thing as you can see here indicated by this wick. What we will go ahead and do is we'll go to our minute 15 time frame and we'll be able to have a closer look at this overall consolidation that we saw before this significant drop. So one point of interest that we can mark in is the level of resistance. So as you can see, upon market open, price began to consolidate with a bottom side support of around 4,280 and a top side resistance of around 3,445. From there, price continued to consolidate until we obviously saw that break. Price pushed down to the level of around 4,235, give or take, and then we saw price retest on that previous bottom side support of that previous consolidation as a resistance. From there, price then continued on bearish and since then has been creating lower lows and lower highs. I will show you the lower lows and lower highs now. So as you can see, we created the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low, lower high, which is what we're going to expect. So what we're going to expect for price to continue to do is we're going to expect price to push up somewhere near to this level here, potentially sort of make a move like this if we're going to see that continuation of those lower lows and lower highs. If we see price create a lower high, then we're going to expect price to continue in this overall pattern of lower lows and lower highs and continue further down until we see a break or a change of character. A change of character will mean that we need to see, instead of a lower low and lower high to continue, we would need to see, for example, if it was to take place after this lower low was created, we need to see price break through the last lower high. So that's pretty much it. I know it's so short and so simple, but that is the overall week thus far. We've seen consolidation, then we've seen this bearish move, and overall prices continue in bearish. We are seeing some sort of bullish momentum from the lower time frames, but overall we look on the hour one, it's just straight bearish momentum. And until we see on that sort of minute 15, minute 30 time frame, until we see a previous lower high be invalidated by price creating a higher high, then we'll expect some sort of change in character and potentially see price push back above that level of around 4,280. If price is to push in back into this level of 4,280, we're going to accept continued consolidation until we see that top side resistance of that previous consolidation area surpassed, and then we'll expect to see price push further and further. However, if we do see that continuation of lower lows and lower highs on the higher time frames, then we're going to expect price to push closer and closer to that level of 4,000. The reason why we have this horizontal purple line, if you are new, this is from previous analysis from a long while ago, if I can find it. So this was a key pivotal point for gold, and we established that if price is trading below this level, then we will accept it as a bearish market, and anything above it we'll accept it as bullish. As you can see, with the significant momentum of this recent bearish move, we are seeing price push closer and closer to that level. However, we are a significant amount of pips, around 1,300 pips as of right now, away from that main pivotal point. So it's not really anything to think about yet, but obviously you do have to take it into consideration when gold is moving towards it. So that's pretty much it for our midweek technical analysis. Overall, we're experiencing bearish momentum with price creating lower lows and lower highs, and we will assume bearish momentum until we see a change of character, and a change of character being a lower high replaced by a higher high, and then from there we see higher highs and higher lows created on the lower time frames.